Hi guys, it's Mike here. Today I'm back with Marianne design die cut animal things. I don't know what to call it. This is the card I made. The sloths are new. The panda is, I don't know, a few years old I think. But first I'm going to start with the background. I want to make a jungly background and I'm using Distress inkers in all kinds of greens and blues. And one brown for twiggy kind of feel. And blow, because you might see a little bit of sunlight peeking through, and I'm swatching it so I know which well has what color, and the first two look the same. I don't remember exactly which ones I have, but peel paint, shabby shutters, forest moss, twisted citron, mowed lawn, broken china, peacock feathers I think, and ground espresso is the last one. It doesn't really matter which colors of blue you use or and green, because it's gonna be one big mess anyway. So and yeah, take the watercolor. I thought I should tape it down, and yeah, I had a bit of a cat visit. Look what you did. He's like, oh, I would cuddles. I left it in because then you can see where all the cat hair comes from. Then try to protect my work surface. It doesn't work. I had the window open in an effort to cool down the house, and it attracts the local wildlife because they think, ooh, that little ledge on the outside, that's so nice. I want to go stand on there and fix out their mommy, because I live on, well, the first floor. For Europeans, America, I live on the second floor, and they can go on the roof, and Chert fell down when he was little, so he learned this lesson, I guess, but he still wants to go on that little ledge, and his sister too, and there's no room to turn around, and it freaks me out. But yeah, anyway, I'm just dolloping on colors and mixing and making a mess, and then I thought I want the bottom to be more of a grassy field. Is that a good idea? Yeah. And I bought this with my price. I won a gift card from WoW, and I did buy this because I was curious, and my normal heat gun doesn't like prolonged activity because it has a heat protection setting, I think. I don't know, it stops working. It's different. Yes, I've done enough, and I already smudged my nice white heat gun, and I used two, and then I switched to one because at a certain point I saw smoke, and that could have also been the water and not smoke, but I wasn't sure. I kind of new to this WoW thing, and it's very powerful, and the paper was really wet, so there's a lot of moisture coming off, but it looked like I was setting things on fire. And we don't want that. So it's really messy because I want it to be like a background, like there's trees and shrubs and all kinds of different vegetation going on, but not too pronounced, because I want the focus to be on my panda and sloth. Now I know pandas and sloth, they don't live in the same continent even, let alone the same country, but just pretend they're visiting each other. Panda went on holiday to South America. There are bears in South America, just not pandas, so maybe I should have made him different, but I like the panda. He's so recognizable. If you're interested, the die set from Marianne Design are collectibles, COL 1409 for the panda, and you can also make a bear from it, by the way. So, and the sloth, ooh, I covered it up. See, I probably should have made a spectacled bear or something. Collectible 1471, so you can see how many there were in between. And I forgot to add the flowers, by the way. I just realized that. Well, and a llama, that's also cute, or alpaca, don't know. So there's the numbers 1470. I die cut all kinds of purple flowers and I didn't put them on. No. Well, I will do that later, and you can see the pictures on Instagram or on Facebook or my blog, whatever. To make the card base, I die cut a piece of 12 by 12 black into the middle, or in half. So I got a 6 by 12. I folded that in half. So I have 2 pieces of 6 by 6 left, and I die cut the branches. And these are from Amy Design, and it's called Jungle Branch. I thought it would be nice to have the sluierd. They called it luierd in Dutch, lazy. And I wanted to print a sentiment that went along with that. Well, it was too long, so I left it. I saw a t-shirt once that said, "I'm not lazy, I'm on energy saving mode." So I thought that was funny. I die cut all the bits and bobs, and I'm putting it together, and I used the packaging to see which bits I needed to die cut, and I forgot the white eyes. I thought I had them. And so this is his face and his nose, and I put double-sided sticky tape behind everything except this one, and that's probably because I changed my mind. I had a pink one first, and it was a bit too pink in my opinion, so I changed it for a more skin tone color, and I didn't think about putting the double-sided tape behind there as well. So now I'm just trying to figure out how his body goes together. So that's a different pose you can also have him do. And then it takes a little bit of puzzling, but it all goes together very well. If you use the sticky tape, you just sticking stickers on top of each other, and if you don't forget, that makes your life easier. And I'm not sure why there's no body, just his upper arms and his belly. I think if that was one piece, that would have been easier. And here's where I realized I forgot the white around his eyes. And you need them because otherwise his black pupils won't stand out. And then you die cut it, and you get an extra nose and 2 extra eyes. And if you're stingy like me, you could do it from white and then color the ones that you need black. And I already lost it, you see. I just die cut it. It was still in the die. I found it, but yeah, as I said, you can do it from white and then color the nose and the eyeballs, but I felt it's just such a tiny little bit. I don't care. And I'm tucking it behind the nose a little bit, and then put the pupil on top. And that instantly transforms the little critter into something cute. And I won't do 3 videos like I did with the cats, so don't worry. I might do one with the alpacas as well, because I like them. Actually, my craft store convinced me to buy them because I like alpacas, but I didn't like when they adorn them with tapestry and fluff and stuff. That's not wild animal like, is it? So I don't like that. So I decided, should I tuck in his belly and in front and behind, and then I just went for behind. I think that was the most difficult bit of assembling your critter there. And I did do the bear before once, and that, well, it's kind of the same, just you don't need to do all these eyes all the time, a few times, to get the layered effect of his panda eyes and the markings around his eyes. And then the little pot that holds his dinner, or hers. Don't know. So on the packaging there's another one where he's dancing with his arms stretched out, and I die cut that one as well. I just put it in with my packaging and I will keep it for my next project. And the sloth, I started with a dark one, but then I thought his legs that are behind, they need to be darker, so I had to die cut him again from a little bit lighter brown, so that gives you instant dimension. And his little branch, I die cut that from black as well, because I did the Amy Design leafy branch there from black as well. And I didn't die cut this one with the tape on the back because I wasn't sure if I wanted to mount him with dimension or not, so I left it. But yeah, that's okay. And then this the paw. Yeah, paw first and then claw. And then this is the face. And his belly. That's where I realized that I should have done the belly first, probably, because you have to tuck it in a certain way and then the face doesn't line up. But yeah, that can happen, and it's the first time you put them together. But I left it. I think, who cares? Yes, I care, but not enough to try and ruin my project by tearing the paper. So, I forgot to put his paw. And that there's different sets because they wrap around the branch that he's hanging from. And I think that's very clever how they designed them. So it looks like he's actually, well, swinging from a tree. It's not a tree. It might be a branch, but I think it's more one of those. I don't know what they're called in English. Lianen. That's where Tarzan dangles from as well. And then I put his eyes a little bit too low. I did try and fix those because his face looked weird. And I only noticed that when I put on his smile. And I made him wink because I realized that they're different continent animals. So there's a little wink for you there. Because I know, but I didn't care. And I put them together anyway. So, they might live in the same zoo. Who cares? As I said, they're on a holiday. Whatever takes you fancy, I don't mind. I just wanted them together. And I didn't want to have a brown bear as well. I could have done a polar bear. That's even stranger, isn't it? So I went for panda because I like him. I also have this one as a flamingo, so I could have plonked a flamingo there as well, like a nice purple pinkish flamingo. That would have really stood out. See, I didn't put black or tape behind the black, so there's a really small smirk. I had to put tape or liquid glue on, and that's when I realized his face looked weird. So I did move that a little bit, and I left the smile on an angle because he's smirking. When you wink, you kind of twitch your mouth as well, don't you? So at least I do. And I can only wink with my right eye. I cannot do it with my left. So, weird enough, I don't know why I can't do that, but I can't. And this is my panel. I cut it down a little bit. And I think 5.5 inches. Just to make sure that where I had the tape is gone. And then I made it square. And I'm using double-sided tape to adhere him. I don't think it was completely dry yet though. I use a lot of water. But see, the mottled look of a forest out of focus. The one branch I did that off camera, I mounted with tiny little bits of foam tape, and then this one I just used glue. And I want to put one flush to the background, and then the sloth in between, and the one with the foam tape on top, and then just not on top of each other but slightly askew, so it looks like it's a different. I probably should have put the branch the other way, I don't know. I don't think in nature two branches on top of each other. But yeah, if you want, you can cut off a little bit if you ever try something like this. But bit of tape runner, and I want him to be as high as possible because it's actually eating up into my 6x6 card. More than I thought it would, but yeah, still fine. I mean, I managed to get them both in there, and yeah, no sentiment. Might have to print it on the inside because it's black. I will probably put in a little bit of white paper. I didn't do that on camera because I might just give it to my craft store for a example on the shelf if they want it. So this is the bit fiddly, but that's yeah, nature of the game. If you have black foam, that would be nicer, or transparent foam. I don't have it, so I just use white, and I don't think you can see it. It's not really thick. See, this is on top, but then a little bit on to the side, a bit on more in the sky. Yeah. And I got two branches, but there's no room. I want my panda with his bamboo, and I only got two with the tape, and I think I went outside the area where I put tape, so I thought I'll just do two, but no, I don't like it, so it had to be free. So just put some more glue. I mean, I came all this way, I might as well just put some more glue on top. And then this is just easy because I have put on the double-sided tape, so I can just, you know, stick him on top. And there's a little stripe there in the middle between the grass and the bushes. But yeah, I would have liked to be a little bit more different, but there you go. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.